suitor left in terror, and soon no one dared approach her. Rumors spread that she was cursed, possessed by an evil spirit. The villagers began to avoid her, and even Adaku could not understand what plagued her daughter. Adana grew more and more isolated, her spirit slowly breaking under the weight of rejection and loneliness. She often sat by the river, her eyes fixed on the water as if searching for answers. One day, as Adana cried by the river, Adaku found her and held her close. "Adana, my sweet child, I don't know what darkness is following you," she whispered, her voice heavy with sorrow. "But we will find a way to free you from it." But there was no escape, no healer or priestess could undo the curse, and Adana's loneliness deepened, consuming her. Years passed, and Adana, broken by the weight of her isolation, fell ill and eventually passed away, leaving Adaku heartbroken and the village filled with whispers. The very day that Adana died, Uju, who had watched these events with a mixture of satisfaction and guilt while pregnant with her third child, gave birth to a daughter, Zuri. The village celebrated Zuri's birth, seeing it as a blessing, and Uju felt a strange sense of relief and triumph. Finally, her family would inherit the wealth, and her daughter would live the life she had wanted from Adana. Yet, the dark force at play had other plans. As Zuri grew, it became clear she was different. From an early age, she had a fiery temper that would flare at odd moments. Uju dismissed it as childish tantrums, unaware of what lay beneath. When Zuri turned 18, the truth revealed itself. One evening, as she and her mother sat together, Zuri looked up at Uju, her eyes blazing with an unnatural light. "Mother," she said, her voice strange and distant, "why did you hurt Adana?" Before Uju could respond, flames shot from Zuri's mouth, singeing the edge of her mother's dress. Uju gasped, her face draining of color. "Zuri, what are you doing?" Uju stammered, her voice filled with panic. But Zuri's face remained impassive, as if she were in a trance. "The curse cannot be broken, mother," she whispered, flames flickering with every word. Uju realized, in horror, that the curse she had placed upon Adana had now passed to her own daughter. The wealth, the inheritance she had schemed to secure for her family, now came at a terrible cost. She watched helplessly as Zuri's curse unfolded, just as it had with Adana. Suitors came and went, each one driven away by the flames that leaped from Zuri's mouth. The curse had claimed her too. One night, as Uju sat alone, guilt troubling at her heart, Zuri confronted her. Her eyes blazed with an intensity that made Uju's heart pound with fear. "Why did you do it?" Zuri asked, her voice trembling with rage. Uju struggled to speak, her voice weak. I wanted a better life for you. I thought if Adaku," Zuri's expression hardened, "because of your greed, I am cursed, just like Adana." With that, Zuri opened her mouth, and a blaze of fire shot out, striking Uju. She screamed, feeling the heat scorch her skin. The pain, a cruel reminder of the pain she had inflicted on her sister's family. The flames burned but did not consume her entirely, leaving Uju alive but scarred, a punishment that would haunt her for the rest of her days. Word of Uju's fate spread, and the villagers whispered that The Ansequest family's curse was a lesson to all who would seek to use dark magic for their own gain. Zuri, now an outcast herself, roamed the village in solitude, carrying the weight of a curse she had never asked for. And though Uju was still alive, the inheritance she had fought for became meaningless, a hollow victory that had cost her everything she loved. In time, the story of Uju, Adaku, Adana and Zuri became a warning in the village, a tale told to remind others of the power of greed and the price of betrayal. For generations, the Ansequest family's legacy endured, but not as a tale of wealth and power. Instead, it became a story of the price one pays when they betray their own blood. And so, in the end, it was not wealth that was passed down, but a cautionary tale, a curse that haunted the Azikwe family for generations to come.